Brahma Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Gurave Namaha Loka Loka Samasta Sukhino Bhavantu Om Shanti 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 Om Peace Peace Peace. Bring your hands into Anjali Mudra, bow your head. Offer your practice today to a tree and blossom. Bring that holy being into your mind's eye, visualize, and then dedicate your practice. Namaste. Welcome, everyone. So we're going to be studying a little bit this term from Yoaganjalisaram, which is a text written by Krishnamacharya. Yoaganjalisaram basically means essence of the teachings of yoga. And it's a compilation of verses that Krishnamacharya wrote throughout his lifetime and compiled by his son T.K. Desikachar. And I like it because it's very short, it's quite short. I think there's about, how many aphorisms are there? 27, about 30 aphorisms. They're kind of short, to the point, very practical, and also, like most yogic scripture, they need unpicking a little bit, so they're ready for study. But they're not just about yoga practice, they're also about how you live your life. So he starts off in a quite normal way for a yogic text, by praising the gods and praising the teachers. Praise Lord Krishna and Hayagriva. Salute the venerable teacher, O dull-witted mind. For when the body becomes weak and depleted, modern-day education will not give you sustenance. Praise Lord Krishna and Hayagriva. Salute the venerable teacher, O dull-witted mind. For when the body becomes weak and depleted, modern-day education will not give you sustenance. The actual word here is sukha, but it's quite an old-fashioned word. We don't use that much now. But same kind of idea. Okay, so these texts nearly always start by praising the Lord in some form. Praise Lord Krishna. So Krishna is the most well-known and probably the most popular incarnation of Lord Vishnu. So Lord Vishnu is the preserver, Brahma, Vishnu, Shiva, Brahma the creator, Vishnu the preserver, Shiva the destroyer, so that recreation can happen. So Vishnu has many hundreds of incarnations. And Krishna is one of the incarnations of Vishnu. Another incarnation of Vishnu is Hayagriva. And a lot of these gods are kind of local to certain areas in India. And Hayagriva is local to Mysore and that part of central India. And when I was recently in Mysore, you did regularly see images of Hayagriva. There was a little temple just down the road, probably just 50 yards from where I was staying in Mysore. And on the side of the temple, every time I used to come home on my motorbike towards coming home in the evenings, on the side of the temple, you always see this picture of Hayagriva. And it's very distinct because Hayagriva is a god, it has a head of a horse. So it's a horse's head with a human body. And that god is considered to be the god of wisdom and knowledge, which is why it's really important in Mysore, but also to the Krishnamacharya lineage and Krishnamacharya's family. Because Krishnamacharya came from a family of scholars, of pandits. And his grandfather was the pandit, the head kind of the University of Mysore. It's called a mut, Parakala mut, it's called, and that means like a university. And he was the head of that university, which is predominantly a Sanskrit and yogic traditions university. And it was Krishnamacharya's traditional role to follow in the family footsteps and to become the head of this university. And he was offered that position several times and he turned it down because his teacher had asked him as a boon for the teachings of yoga to go out into the world and teach yoga. This was very difficult for Krishnamacharya in the beginning because nobody in the 1930s in Mysore was interested in doing yoga. And he had to earn a living by working on a coffee plantation just to feed his family. But gradually things changed and he became the teacher for the king of Mysore, the Wadiyar dynasty. And that's where things start to change for Krishnamacharya. He was given a shala in the palace and he was teaching the boys in the Sanskrit school in the palace. I was recently doing some studying in the Sanskrit school there. It's a really beautiful place. And so he was teaching there. And that's when things really started to change for him. And he started to get more students. He's teaching the royal family, etc., etc. And so Krishnamacharya then goes on to salute the teachers. And so Krishnamacharya is one of our teachers. We're in that lineage. It's one of the reasons we're here, and one of the reasons why yoga in the West is so popular. It's because of Krishnamacharya and the people that he taught, and then the people that they taught that brought the practice to the West in a kind of like a more mainstream way. And so Krishnamacharya was really one of those people who kicked the kind of expectations laid on him by his tradition and family, and also kicked the tradition of following in a scholarly kind of vein his career as a teacher and a yogi, where he could have quite easily had a good position and a good living. And he became a yogi and a yoga teacher. And so he was one of the people that held the path until the kind of world and caught up with him and started to see the value of what he had to offer. And so he salutes the venerable teacher. I'm saluting him. We're saluting him when we do this practice. But he's really saluting all the teachers right from the beginning. The first teacher was Shiva. Shiva to his wife Parvati. Matsyendra the fish, he overheard it. And then he reincarnated as a man and he shared it. Like right from the beginning, this is the lineage of yoga, and people for hundreds of years have just been passing down this knowledge, and that's what I'm doing now, and that's what hopefully you'll be doing. Many of you I know already teachers. So we just pass on the knowledge, and that's how yoga evolves, yes, and also survives. And this particular tradition of Vinyasa Krama, my teacher Srivatsa Ramaswamy, one of the things he often says is like, he's 88 now. I was studying with him in Mysore, he's 88. And there were two other teachers there when I was there. One of them was 94 and one of them was 97. And they're all teaching. And it's like, but they're not immortal. There's going to come a point when they're not around anymore. So it's up to other people to carry the practice forward. And this traditional practice that we're doing in the lineage of Krishnamacharya is not so well known, and it's not so widely taught. And so Ramaswamy will often say when he's teaching, please continue with this tradition, with this teaching. Please continue to spread the practice and the knowledge that my guru, Krishnamacharya, passed on to me. And so we kind of have a responsibility in a way to do that if we're doing this practice. We're all in that family together. Salute the venerable teacher, O dull-witted mind. Because, yeah, it's important to think it's not, we don't know anything really. We just have to take the information and do the best we can with it. For when the body becomes weak and depleted, modern day education will not give you sustenance. So this is going to happen to all of us. The body will become weak, the mind will become weak, and as you get older, the body changes. I can really feel that. The way I, it's like nothing you can do about it. However much yoga you do, you're going to get old and you're going to die. And everybody who's on the planet now, millions and millions of people, in 100 years' time, they'll all be dead, including us and our families. It's like something to think about. And so what he's saying is, when the time comes and we move towards the end of our lives, we're not going to be supported by our degrees and our education and our wealth. What we're going to be supported by is our spiritual practice. And this is why the practice of yoga is so important. The spiritual practice is something that will give you support as the rest of the kind of organism starts to degrade. Spiritual practice can always continue. And they say in yoga that every ounce of spiritual practice that you do in your life is never wasted. Why? Because you take it with you into your next incarnation. It doesn't end with you. The other things, the education, the body, the mind, they end with your death. But your spiritual life, this life of the soul itself, whatever you want to call it, the spirit, the consciousness, goes with you. That's the thing that moves from body to body, from incarnation to incarnation. And as you do spiritual practice, the soul evolves. And those higher states of consciousness, which are available even in this life through yoga, they are there to move with you through into future lives. And that's the thing that sustains you ultimately in your life. And that is the purpose of your life, in case you ever wondered. Are you with me so far? Yeah? Does that make sense? Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Because I don't want this to turn into a big talk at the beginning of each class. I just want to give you a flavor of what's going on in Krishnamacharya's mind as he decides to write these verses to share yoga with the world. Namaste. And then stand up, come to the center of your mat. Feet together, heels slightly apart. Tailbone tucked gently towards pubic bone, shoulders back and down, chest open. Back of the neck long, chin slightly down, eyes closed. Look into the center of the chest just in front of the spine. Feel the balance equal in your feet. And watch the breath begin in the center of the chest. And watch the breath return there. It's the pranasthana, the seat of prana, the seat of the soul in the body. So in Vinyasa Krama, we have this chin down, gaze down default position, so we're always looking towards the spiritual center. As the breath moves out. Wide, overhead, flip your palms, stretch up, chin down, look hard. Down. If you're too close to the wall, so you can bring your arms wide. Same again, inhale, arms wide, overhead, flip your palms, lift out of your hips, ground through the inseams of your feet. Begin the exhale, lower the arms on the breath, Ujjayi breathing. Keep the gaze in the heart. Eyes can be closed if your balance is good. Inhale, widen overhead. Flip your palms. To exhale, bring the thumbs to the back of the neck. Keep the palms up and bring the elbows back. Open the chest. Go right to the end of the breath. Hold the breath out. Chin on chest. Lift the perineum. Lower abdomen and up. Bandhas. Release the bandhas. Inhale, push the hands to the ceiling. Stretch, stretch. Exhale, widen down. Same again. Inhale, widen overhead. Exhale, thumbs to the back of the neck. Empty, empty. Abdomen floats in and out. Release the bandhas from the bottom up. Lift the chin very slightly. Lift the hands to the ceiling. Begin the exhale. Lower the arms on the breath. Arms forward and up with the palms down. Bring the arms overhead. Stretch up. And just stretch more through the back of the lungs. Exhale, forward and down. Just the arms either. Same again. Inhale, forward and up. Just stretch. Back of the body. Keep the chin down. Keep the gaze in the heart. And exhale, bring the arms forward and down. Parsvabangi, side stretch. Inhale, wide and overhead. Exhale, lean to the right. Move the hips to the left. Keep equal weight in both feet. Keep the inseams of the feet grounded. Inhale, come to center, chin down, lift. Exhale to the left, look straight ahead. You lift the chin up a bit. Inhale, center, chin down, lengthen. Exhale, right. Move your hips way out to the left. Inhale. Short inhale. Extend the arms. Long exhale. At the end of the exhale, hold the breath out. Mula Uddiyana Bandha. Perineum, lower abdomen. And then inhale, center, chin down, lift. Exhale, change. So short inhale, long exhale, 2 breaths. At the end of that long second. Straight ahead, not down. No. Bring the hands behind you, bring the hands into reverse prayer, or hold your opposite elbow. And then inhale. Exhale, twist, look over your right shoulder. Twist down through the feet. Make the twist come from the feet. Inhale, center. Chin down a little bit, lengthen. Exhale to the left. Don't let the inseam of that foot come up on the left side. Breath, try and twist a little more. And another short inhale. And a long exhale. And then when you're ready, inhale, come to center. Exhale, change. 2 breaths. Short inhales, long exhales. When you're done, come to center. Release the arms, stand in Tadasana. Close the eyes, look hard. Take a couple of breaths. Ardha Uttanasana, Purna Uttanasana. Inhale, arms wide overhead, forward bending. Exhale, move the hips back, chin on the chest, fold halfway, make a number 7. Hips back, hips back. Inhale, come up, push into the feet. Arch back a little bit at the top. Keep the chin down. Exhale, fold halfway. Exhale, arms forward, flip the palms. Hands. Inhale, arms wide like wings. Hip the stretch. Exhale, arms forward. Flip the palms, going to take a breath there. Inhale. Long exhale. And drawing in, gaze towards the navel. And then on the inhale, come up a little bit at the top. Stretch more than a back bend, really. Purna Uttanasana. Hold, inhale, arms wide and overhead, flip your palms. Exhale, hips back, fold all the way. Put the hands on the floor or the shins. Bend the knees a bit here, that's fine. Flip the palms, inhale, come up. It's too much for your back, keep the prayer over. A little bit at the top. Fold all the way. Inhale and look up, lengthen your spine. On the hands, hold the leg. Press the palms into the floor, you choose. Short inhales, very long exhales. Exhales want to be at twice the length of your inhale here. Inhale, come all the way up. Arch back. Good. Exhale, sweep the hands down behind you, interlock your fingers. Or bring your hands into reverse prayer again. You can have your arms straight with your fingers interlocked, or your hands in reverse prayer. And then on the inhale, arch back. The balance is good, you can look up. Exhale, stand up. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Exhale, stand up. Inhale, sweep the arms over your head. Interlock your fingers and release any pressure in the back. Exhale, Tadasana. Mat, Surya Namaskar. Inhale. Exhale, Anjali Mudra. Inhale, arms wide and overhead, flip your palms. Exhale, hips back, fold all the way. Put the hands on the floor, bend the knees if you need to. Short inhale. Exhale, squat down, Utkatasana, heels may rise, forehead towards the knees. Wait for it, Jose. And then a little shallow inhale into the back of your heart. Hold the breath. Hop or step back, Chaturanga. Or knees down for half Chaturanga. Inhale, upward face, all the way to the floor. Exhale. Inhale, hands over the head, full prostration, hands in prayer. Hands back beside the chest. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Pause, chest forward, hips down. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, spread the fingers wide. Long exhale. Keep going until your lungs are empty. Hold the breath out. Hop or step forward, Utkatasana. Squat down. A little more air out of the lungs. Heels may rise, forehead to knees. Inhale, straighten the legs. Exhale, fold. Interlock the fingers, push the palms away from the hips. Inhale, float up. A little arch back, chin down. Exhale, Anjali Mudra. You don't need to arch back so much, Jose. Just stretch the front body, not so much, not so deep. And then lead and return sequence. Inhale, arms wide and overhead, flip your palms. Exhale, palms face forward. Inhale, arch from the upper back, stretch through the shoulders and the armpits. But exhale, fold all the way, hips back. Short inhale. Exhale, squat down. Out of the inhale, upward facing dog, hold the up. Pull your heart forward and your shoulders down. Exhale, back, downward facing dog, 3 breaths. Spread the fingers nice and wide, roll the shoulders away from the ears. Normal inhale, twice the length on the exhale. So at the end of the exhale, and the neck. Helen. Yeah. And then when you're ready, bend the knees, hold the breath out, hop or step, Utkatasana. Separate the knees, sit down, Dandasana. Legs straight, hands beside the hips. And if you need a cushion under your seat for your 4 bends, then feel free. Mahamudra Janusashasana, asymmetric forward bending sequence. Okay, we'll start on the left leg. Inhale, bend the left leg. Turn the knee out, bring the foot to the inner thigh or the heel to the perineum. Move the right foot out a little bit so it's at a slight angle to the hip. Inhale, raise the arms. Lift up. Rotate towards the straight leg and exhale, fold down. Rotate your femur in so you keep that foot up. Yeah. And then flip the palms and inhale, come up. Lift a little more. Rotate a little more. Exhale, go down. Second vinyasa. Good. Third time. Inhale, flip the palms, come up. Rotate a little bit. Right hand onto the shin. And then bring the left hand over the top of the hand and fingers towards the heel. Or sorry, the left hand over the top of the right arm. And then inhale, pull up. So your arms are straight and your spine is straight and your chest is up. Maha Mudra. So chest up, head up. Everybody look up at me. Some of you are just really rounding your back. Everybody look at me. I want you to get your spine nice and straight. Keep holding your foot. Get your spine straight. We're not doing Janu forward bend. We're doing Maha Mudra. So the spine is nice and straight and the arms are straight. The chest is lifted. So inhale, lift your chest. And as you exhale, keeping the chest lifted, draw the chin down towards the sternum. Keep exhaling, keep exhaling, keep exhaling till the lungs are empty. Pause. Look navel, eyes closed. And then inhale, up through your spine. Ujjayi. Long exhale, completely empty your lungs. Pulling on the arms slightly, lifting the chest a little more. At the end of the exhale, put the chin on the sternum. Lift the perineum, lower abdomen in and up. Maha Mudra. Release the bandhas. Inhale again, smooth. Long exhale. Chest up. Hold the breath out, chin to sternum, perineum, lower abdomen, Mulunudhyana. Little pause in the breath. Release the bandhas. Inhale. Interlock the fingers and bring the arms up over your head. And now move your leg so it's more in line with your hip. Just bring it across a little bit. And then exhale, fold over the leg. Yoaganjalisaram. Round the back, forehead towards the knee, eyes closed, look navel. Now there's no bandhas, just normal inhale, twice the length on the exhale. Meditating on that breath, focusing on the length of the exhale. Trying to keep your shoulders equidistant to the floor. Flip your palms, inhale, come on. Exhale, turn to the left and fold inside the left leg. Keep looking at the side wall, keep the top shoulder up. Inhale, come up, turn to the front, lift, lift, lift. Exhale, turn to the left, fold inside the leg. You want a strong ujjayi as you go down. Inhale, come up. Turn to the front, lengthen. Exhale, twist and fold inside the leg. And hold. Take any variation, bring the left arm to the floor, or just bring the left hand down, the top arm up and over. If you can, you'd hold the inside of the foot with the right hand and the outside of the foot with the left hand. Take nice long exhales there. And if you are holding the foot, try and use the work through the arms to gradually deepen your twist. Arms and inhale, float up. Turn to the front. Exhale, bring the hands behind. squeeze your shoulder blades together, pick the left knee up and put the sole of the foot on the floor. And on the inhale, lift up, Pratikriya counter pose. Squeeze the buttocks, let the head drop back and open the throat. And then exhale slowly down. What really helps here to get up is to actually really consciously push the bent knee away first to sort of like get the hips up. And when more you push the front knee towards the altar, then the easier it is to get the inseam of the right foot down. So you get that extension, and then you get the foot working, and then you can open your body more. Inhale, come up. As much as you can. Exhale, don't move. Inhale, nudge the sacrum up a little bit more. And exhale, come down. Straighten both legs. Hands beside the hips, Dandasana. Inhale, bend the right knee to the chest. Exhale, knee out, foot to the inner thigh or heel to the perineum. Same thing, really. Other side. Bring the leg out a little bit, not too much, to your left. There's a bit of an angle in the hip. Inhale, arms over the head. Interlock. Exhale, fold. Do that 2 more times. Twist a little more before you go down. And then for Maha Mudra, take the big toe with the first 2 fingers of the left hand. Bring the right hand over the top, or left hand on the thigh, right hand on top, then lift up. Get your spine straight. Get your arms straight. Get your chest up as you inhale. Roll the chest up between the arms. Keep the chest up as you exhale. Long at the end of the breath. Seconds to begin with. And release. Do that. You can just focus on in the beginning. Keep the chin down. Gaze towards the navel with the eyes closed. Right hand goes straight over the top. Fingers towards the heel, yeah. Move the leg in a little bit so it's... And then exhale. Yoaganjalisaram. Forward bend. Round back. Hands hold whatever you can reach. Eyes closed. Look navel. Ujjayi breathing. Really about your mind. Can you meditate, be conscious of the slow, controlled movement of breathing throughout your practice? Be comfortable in the pose. Flip the palms. Inhale, come up. Oh, go the other way. Yeah, sorry. Yeah, keep that knee bent. Thank you, Robert. Paramita Janusasana, we nearly. And then, yeah, so inhale, come up to the front and lift, and then exhale, turn to the right and fold inside. It's almost the best bit. I nearly missed it. Inhale, come up, turn to the front. And exhale, go down. Let's do one more. Turn to the front when you lift. And try and keep the lift as you turn to the right and fold. Take your variation, 3 breaths. Look at the side wall. If you're all the way down with your shoulder on the feel it in the right lung more, and you want to feel the end of the exhale, the lower abdomen and the perineum. Hand up. Side. Goes that way up. And then on the inhale, come up, turn to the front, exhale, hands behind you. Pick the right knee up, sole of the foot on the floor. And then 3 vinyasas. Inhale, come up, strengthening the back of the body, squeezing everything. Exhale down. Wants to be a strong breath. Ujjayi, please. Inhale up. Just a little pause at the top, holding the breath in, back bend. Exhale down. Final time, inhale. And exhale slowly down. Dandasana, extend the hips. Cross the ankles, put the hands on the floor. Hop or step back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. And exhale, downward facing dog. Take a couple of breaths there. Now exhale, soften the knees, hop or step forward, Utkatasana, squat down. Inhale, straighten the legs. And exhale, fold deeply. And then flip your palms. Inhale, come up. And exhale, Tadasana. Look hard, take a breath. Inhale, arms forward, shoulder level, palms down. Chin down, look navel. Keep the chin down, look navel. Somebody said to me the other day, what's a navel? Do you all know what a navel is? Belly button. Yeah. So maybe it wasn't that person's first language, I should say. So, I mean, it's like not everybody knows what a navel is. So belly button. Inhale, raise the arms to shoulder level, bring the chin down, look at your belly button. And then as you exhale, bend the knees and just go halfway, Ardha Utkatasana. A little bit more weight in the heels, perineum lifts, anal sphincter squeezes, shoulders down, chest back. Inhale, come up. You want strong Ujjayi. Exhale down. Pause, hold the breath out. Mulunudhyana Bandha. Inhale up. Exhale down, hold. Inhale, come up. Exhale. Good. Inhale. Chin down, look belly button. Exhale, Purna. Squat all Utkatasana. Go all the way down the floor as far as you can, and then let the heels come up knee to and sink all the way. And then inhale, come up, keep the arms strong. Slowly, slowly, slow, use your breath. Separate the knees. Keep the arms stretching forward and just try and sit down without using your hands. Okay, Dandasana, legs straight. Front edge of your sit bones, please. Inhale, raise both arms over your head. Just focus a little more on forward bending today. And then as you exhale, fold forward. Flip the palms, inhale, come up. Lift, lift, lift. And then exhale, fold forward and hold the right foot with both hands around the outside and the inside of the foot. Hands around the outside and the inside of the foot. That's the left foot, Mandy. Right one, that's it. Now lift up, straighten your arms and your spine. And if you can, you've got your arms crossed, Julie. Just hold the inside and the outside of just the right foot. And then as you come up with the arms straight and the spine straight, lift the legs straight up. Kunchasana, heron pose. Good. So you keep the chest up and drop the head back now and look up. Good. And then as you exhale, strong Ujjayi. Slowly go down, lower the leg. Bend the elbows, fold over the leg. Bring the forehead towards the shin. Relax. Inhale, come up. Straighten the arms, straighten the spine. Put her on the foot. Come up. Look up. Drop the shoulders. Beautiful. Exhale, strong Ujjayi, go down with a lot of control. Use your core, use your back muscles. Bend the elbows, fold up. Done. Stay there. The navel, the chest, and the body towards the shin. Elbows wide, shoulders down, Charlotte. Breathe there. Leg that's on the floor, try and keep it grounded. And then on the exhale, keep as close to the leg as you can, back rounded, slowly come down, forward bend over the leg. You keep your tummy stuck to your leg as you go down. Strong Ujjayi, beautiful. Take an inhale there and a very long exhale. And exhale, fold forward and hold the left foot. You know what to do now on the inhale, come up. You can bend the knee a little bit to get hold of the foot if you want. Don't have to have a dead straight leg. And you forgot to bring the leg up with you, Martha. Martha's found an easier way of doing it. Don't actually pick the leg up, just sort of I do 3 vinyasas, the third time hold it. Back and lift the spine. And then round the spine at the end of the movement down. And the last time you hold for a couple of breaths. This is the actual Kunchasana pose, the actual heron pose is holding the posture. The rest of the vinyasas. You want to drop your shoulders when you're holding. Good, and then on the last exhale, you keep as close to the leg as you can. All the way down, fold over the leg. Very nice. And exhale, go down. You're going to hold for just 3 breaths in Paschimottanasana. But those 3 breaths are so long. The inhales are about 5 seconds and the exhales are about 10 seconds, if you can do it. Don't strain, but make your exhale twice as long. Count the Om number, 2, Om 3, etc. Whatever your comfortable inhale is, double the exhale. Relax your shoulders. And then when you're ready, flip the palms and inhale, come up. Exhale, hands behind you, 10 inches. You can keep the legs straight this time if you want for Purvottanasana inclined plane, or bend the knees for tabletop. Inhale, squeeze the shoulder blades, come up. You can open the throat, head back. Exhale down. Inhale, come up. Second time we're going to hold. Exhale, don't move. Inhale, nudge your hips a little higher. And exhale. Come into Dandasana. Legs straight, hands beside your hips. Inhale, float your arms. Exhale, don't move. Inhale, slowly roll down 1 vertebra at a time till the arms are over your head. And exhale, bring the hands back beside your hips. And bring the arms away from the body. Sanifa. And turn your palms up. You want your shoulders to be released. Switch off Ujjayi breathing. Watch the breath in the heart space. Pranayama. Then we're going to move into shoulder stand preparation and then shoulder stand with some vinyasas. All together, arms by your sides. Inhale, bring your arms over your head. Lock your fingers and stretch. As you exhale, bend your knees. Bring your arms over and hug your knees down. As you inhale, straighten the legs back along the floor, arms over the head. Lock the fingers, push the hands away. So it's like a vinyasa movement with breath. Exhale, bend the knees, hug the knees, and wrap the arms around the knees as much as you can. Squeeze them down, completely empty the lungs. Pause at the end of the breath. Inhale, extend the legs, arms over the head. Stretch. Exhale, bend the knees. Squeeze the knees down. Now, Inhale, release grip. And then inhale, extend the legs long on the arms over your head. Lock things away. Exhale, bring the hands beside your hip. Bring the soles of the feet close to your feet, the knees and the feet together. Inhale, lift the hips up. Rock shoulders under if you can. If you're comfortable, you can hold the heels. And then exhale, lower down to the floor onto the backs of the arms. Inhale, come up, moving the sternum towards the chin as much as you can. Exhale, slowly down. It's a stronger inhale here because it's a back bend. Inhale, come up. Good, and hold. Relax all the muscles in your face, particularly your jaw and your tongue. And then inhale, fill your lungs, stretch your chest. And exhale, slowly come down. Inhale, extend your arms and your legs straight to the ceiling, legs together. Make a sort of U shape. And then point the toes like a ballerina and stretch your fingers to the ceiling. Pull your lower back into the floor, Ujjayi breath. At the end of each exhale, draw your lower back down more. And then just draw your shoulders down, so your shoulders press into the floor, but keep extending your fingers up. Shoulders in the floor, lower back in the floor. And then on the exhale, lower your arms and lower your legs. Hands beside the waist. Take a breath. And if you need to set up with a blanket for your shoulder stand, now's the time. Or you need to come to the wall to have your legs up the wall for your shoulder stand, now's the time. If you're comfortable and you're ready, you can come up into the shoulder stand. Start with a half shoulder stand for about 5 breaths. And just get used to the inversion. Real. Okay, so establish your breath in the shoulder stand, making sure the throat and the throat pit and the jaw and the tongue, the eyes, soft palate and upper palate are relaxed. You can, so get right up against the wall. Yeah, that's it. Perfect. Put the soles of the feet on the wall. And now just bring your hands onto the lift your deep breath, and then come down and rest and do it again. Well done. Exhale, bring the feet into plow or the knees to the forehead. And walk the elbows a little bit closer and the hands a bit more down the back if you're comfortable. Or you can leave the hands where they are. And then on the inhale, come back up into shoulder stand and a little bit more of a vertical position if you can, and relax your face. Smooth, controlled breathing with long exhales. You do a few vinyasas. And if at any point this gets too much for you, then you just sort of bend the knees to the forehead and slowly roll out and come down. Inhale there. Exhale. Inhale, point your toes to the ceiling really strongly, like a ballerina. And exhale, flex your feet. Keep your legs together if you can. Inhale, point the toes. Lift up through the front of the body. Exhale, feet. Inhale, bring the feet to neutral. Exhale, bring the legs wide, straight to the sides. Side splits. Try and keep the feet in line with your spine. Don't let them drop towards your head. And then inhale, come back to center. Exhale. Inhale together. Exhale. Yeah. Now hold there, take a couple of breaths. Keep your face relaxed. And then as you exhale, keep the legs wide, but bend the knees and bring the soles of the feet together. Baddha Konasana, cobbler pose, upside down, and then press the out feet together. Breathe there. And when you're ready, inhale, bring the legs wide again. Exhale, bring the legs together. And maybe you can just lift up a little bit more now, feel a little bit lighter. Keep relaxing the throat and the tongue. And then optional exhale, bring the knees to the forehead or the feet into plow. Good. Now, if your feet aren't on the floor, keep your back supported. If your feet are on the floor, extend your hands over your head towards your feet, palms face up, and stretch out through your shoulders. Push the backs of the arms into the floor and the shoulders into the floor and push your hips up. Try to straighten your legs as much as you can. Stay there and breathe. Paula, take lots of little breaths. Put your hands on the floor and use bridge the hands, bridge like this. To get more leverage, you take lots of little breaths. Lots of little breaths. Don't hold the breath. Keep breathing. Well done. Rest. And then if you're in the plow with the arms over your head, extend both arms to the ceiling outside your legs. Interlock the palms towards the ceiling. Good. Pushing the palms up, slowly roll down, threading the needle with the legs. Roll the head a little bit side to side. Take a little rest. Well done, Rory. That was good. Roll onto the front. Counter pose, Bhujangasana, cobra. Be up in the air. Keep your shoulders down like that. So your hands, stop being so flexible. Okay? That makes sense? So if you really shoulders right back like that, your shoulders. Inhale, lift your forehead, your nose, your chin, and your chest. Close your eyes and look up, third eye. Shoulder blades down. Pull the heart forward. Feet together. Exhale, slowly come down. Like Ramaswamy would say, a cobra's only got one tail. Keep your feet together. And then come up. And then inhale. At the end of the inhale, for a few seconds. So high you feel you're compressing your lumbar spine there. And then exhale slowly down. Roll onto your back and relax in Shavasana. Cover yourself with a blanket, put more clothes on if you need to. Just raise your hand if you'd like a shawl or a blanket. Bring your arms away from your sides, turn your palms up. Roll your head if you feel the need. Switch off Ujjayi breathing. Whatever you're thinking, just breathe it out and feel the energy draining from the mind and coming down through your whole body and into your feet. Relax your toes, soles of the feet, heels. Relax the ankles and the knees. Hip joints and your whole pelvic region. Let your legs go heavy. Relax all your spinal muscles. Let your spine settle into alignment. Relax the lower back and the upper back. Relax the intestines and the stomach, liver, kidneys, and all the muscles around your heart. Relax the lungs and just let your body breathe. Thumbs and fingers, palms of the hands and wrists. Relax the arms and the shoulders. Just allow the prana for relaxation to flow into your head, throat and your tongue. Relax the whole inside of your mouth, soft palate, jaw. Relax the upper palate and let the eyes recede in the skull. Relax the temples and the forehead and the scalp. Relax your whole physical body and all your facial muscles. Just let your awareness rest in the center of the chest, just in front of your spine. And just watch the breath begin there. And the breath return. And completely relax. Om. Deepen your breath. And your feet together and your arms by your sides. And then on the inhale, bring your arms over your head and stretch your whole body. And make your way into seated position for pranayama. Use your support so you can sit up with a nice long spine, kneeling or cross-legged. We'll begin with Kapalabhati. If you're unfamiliar with the practice of Kapalabhati, then you can do the arm movements, but just do nice, smooth, long Ujjayi breathing. Keep your eyes closed and your gaze in your heart if you're not doing the Kapalabhati. Those doing the Kapalabhati, the gaze will be in the navel, the belly button. Chin mudra, chest up, chin down, eyes closed, look navel, nabhi. If you're not doing Kapalabhati, look hridaya, heart. Inhale, bring the arms wide and overhead, flip your palms, interlock your fingers, push up. And then just bend your elbows a bit and change the interlock of your fingers so the other index finger is on top. And then inhale, push your hands to the ceiling again so you feel your whole rib cage and your chest lift up. And then on the exhale, bring your chin down towards your sternum, draw your arms back, close your eyes and look at the navel. Little shallow inhale to begin. Hex, 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 hex. Exhale completely. Inhale, push the hands to the ceiling and stretch your lungs a little more. And then keeping the spine long, exhale the hands to chin mudra. First finger to thumb, palms face up on the knees. Relax your shoulders. Take a deep inhale, fill your lungs, abdomen, rib cage, upper chest. Long exhale, empty your lungs. When you feel empty, begin the inhale. Raise your arms overhead, flip your palms. Go for that slightly awkward interlock of the fingers. As you exhale, bend the elbows and bring the hands, cover the opposite shoulder blade as much as you can. Elbows back, so it really stretches the upper lung. Shallow inhale to begin. Hex, 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 hex. Exhale completely. Inhale, push the hands to the ceiling. Stretch up. Exhale, chin mudra. Take a deep inhale. Abdomen rises, rib cage expands, upper chest lifts. Long exhale. At the end of the long exhale, bring the right hand to Vishnu Mudra, first two fingers to the palm. Close your right nostril with your thumb. Make sure your head is straight forward, your shoulders are relaxed. Exhale completely through the left nostril. Inhale left. Retain. No J sound. Exhale right. About twice the length on the exhale. No need to count. Inhale right. Retain. Exhale left. You can continue with that, or I will add on the mamas. You just flick the gaze if you wish. Inhale, look nose tip, third eye, soft palate, navel, perineum, retain, draw the prana up, look heart. Exhale right. Inhale right, nose tip, third eye, soft palate, navel, look down into the perineum, retain, draw the prana up, look heart. Exhale left, look heart, no sound. Inhale left, look nose tip, third eye, soft palate, navel, look perineum, retain, look heart, exhale right. Inhale right, nose tip, third eye, soft palate, navel, perineum, retain, look heart. Exhale left, no sound. Just do another round on your own. When you've finished and exhaled through the left nostril, you can bring both hands to Chin Mudra or the hands in your lap for meditation. However you feel comfortable. Eyes are closed. And just settle the breath for a few moments. I'm going to do Antaramuna, inner silence meditation. So just send your awareness out of the room, out of the studio, out into the landscape, and listen to the furthest sound that you can hear. And that sound could be silence. Whatever that sound is, just try to be aware of it. You don't need to name it, think about it. Just be aware. And draw your awareness in and listen to a sound outside the room, outside the studio. It's still outside. Closer. No sound. Listen to the silence. Whatever sound you hear is good. And then come into the room and listen to a sound in the room. Choose a sound and rest your awareness on that sound. And then come closer and listen to the sound of your own breathing. Sound of the breath in the tips of your nostrils as it moves in and as it moves out. And listen to the sound of the breath in your lungs. And then listen to the sound as the blood moves through your veins and arteries. And then listen to the beating of your heart. And then listen to the vibration of your whole body and mind. As the breath moves in, fill that space of body and mind with the mantra Om. As the breath moves out, fill the space with the vibration of the mantra Om. And if you listen carefully enough, you will hear the sound of the mantra Om, the vibration of your mind and your body. Just let it rise up from within you. And then draw the prana back into your heart. You feel more grounded and centered in your chest. When you're ready, begin to deepen your breath. Bring your hands into Anjali Mudra of your heart. Inhale deeply for Om. 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 Om Bolu Sakrut Bhagavan Ki Jai. Remind yourself the intention you made for your practice. Namaste. Do you know what an apple tree or any tree in blossom really is? It's God in disguise. So the purpose of a yoga practice is to remove the disguise. So when you see the world around you, the people around you, and everything in it, that veil lifts. It's not an apple tree, isn't God in disguise. An apple tree in blossom is God, the divine consciousness, the supreme reality manifesting in form. And that is what each one of you are. If an apple tree is that, then you are that. That's yoga. That's what union means. No separation between the consciousness of the universe and your consciousness, the soul of the universe and your soul. One thing, yoga. Namaste.